Okay guys, you got an 04 Mitsubishi Endeavor here. I don't think it matters to you, but if it does, it is a 3.8 liter. So we're going to do the CV joint on this side, and I want to show you a quicker and easier way to do it with that little bottle jack. We're not going to pull the caliper and all that stuff. It's real simple. This particular one, I will be replacing a seal behind the axle as well as the axle. So if you need to see that, that'll be towards the end here. So what we're going to do, I started off just pulling the tire off, get that up out of the way. Got it on stands, of course, for safety. I hope you understand that. I think you do. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to loosen up this nut right here on your steering rod. And if you can't get that off, you don't need a pickle fork, you don't need all that stuff. You can tap the side of it here. If that doesn't let it come down, then put the nut back on, keep it flush with the top of the head of the ball joint, and give it a small tap. It'll come off. But most of the time you can just smack the side of this right here. And then we're going to use a 17 millimeter, and we're going to disconnect the lower ball joint right there. So it's a 17 millimeter socket on one side and a wrench on the other side. So let's pull that off and pull that off. Okay, so I have the nut off. I'm going to give it a tap. I just want to show you this. If it doesn't come down, I'll show you another way to do it. No go. So let's put the nut back on. I'm going to go ahead and run it back down to where it is level. I know you get the concept. I probably don't need to show you all this, but I think we're good there. Using one hand is a little tough, but we'll get her. Still not tight. A little bit more. Good enough. Give her a tap. She's down. Now we're just going to put the ratchet, impact, whatever you have, back on. Take the nut off, and she's down out of the way. It's as simple as that. So now, if you look down in here, right there we have our 17 on our lower ball joint. You're going to pull this nut out completely. So that's going to take two hands. Let's grab a 17 millimeter wrench and socket, and let's yank that bolt out of there. It should come out really easily. Okay, so we have our steering rod out, we have the lower ball joint rod out, our nut, bolt. Now I'm just going to set this bottle jack right up in here, and I'm just going to lean it just like that up against the frame, drop the lower control arm. Only takes a second this way. Here we go. Okay, so I got her setting in there, just give her a couple little pumps. That's it, she's out. Now we can go ahead, pull everything out. You're not going to need that in there now. Give that a turn, and there you go. You can see you can get right at the axle. So now let's go ahead and pull this keeper here, and we'll pull the nut off. Okay, 1.25" socket with the impact. She's off. Pull your little washer off, or you can get it off. There we go. Pop your axle through. Now I can just lean this back and pull my axle right out. Just like this. A little difficult with one hand, but 1 second. Okay, so just pulled that back, pull that out. Now give her a good pull. Just like that, she's down and out. Now, so I think that's about all you guys will need for this video. And here I am leaking oil. I'll get it cleaned up. So if you need to see how to do the rest of it, I'm going to show you. If not, I hope this video helped you out. And I appreciate you guys watching. Please click like. Please click subscribe. And you can visit me at backyardmechanics.org. So enjoy. Thank you. So for all you guys that are sticking around waiting to see how that seal is done, oh, by the way, if you're still watching about the CV joint, you can just do everything in reverse. Make sure that when you put the CV joint in, you hear that pop, pop. You get that second pop, and then just put it back in reverse. Now, the ball joint is going to actually sit lower, so you're going to want to put the bottle jack back under it and jack it back into that pin and slide your bolt and nut. But other than that, okay, you're good there. So let's get to this seal real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get that cleaned up, that mess I just made, and it's still making. And we're going to do a tranny filter change on this thing too. So if you need that, check in the link if you need it. I'll put it in the description below. So let's get that cleaned up, crawl under there, and let's check out this seal.